Hello friends. In my last video, I have talked about Scrum Master certification. Even I had discussed about what is Scrum, who is Scrum Master, what is Scrum, who is Scrum Master, and we also had a discussion about Scrum Master certification, how it looks like, and what is the benefit of doing the Scrum Master certification. In my last video, I have also discussed about the 5 best Scrum Master certification of 2022, and I have listed out here as well. So, in this video, what is the agenda of this particular video? Agenda of this particular video is to take you through in deep for each certification and from where you can do that certification. So, in-depth knowledge about each certification, from where you can complete those certification. What are the genuine institute for completing those certifications? So, those details I will take you through in this video. So, before getting into the deep dive about the certification for CSM, that is the first one. This is first by Scrum Alliances, provided by Scrum Alliances. I will take you through the salary of Scrum Master. So, as per the recent survey, average salary of Scrum Master is 18,968 dollar, which is near approx to 15 lakhs in INR. So it may vary based on your previous experience, company, previous profile. It may go up as well, and it may go down as well. So based on that, again depends, completely depend upon your experience, company, and the previous package as well, and profile too. Now I will talk about why do the Scrum Master get paid so much. So according to the recent survey in various sites, Scrum Master are among the top 25 highest paid professional in America and Asia as well now. And I would say that in India also the role of demand of the role of Scrum Master also growing a lot. Lot of companies are required the Scrum Master with good experience. The reason behind this growing demand, if I would talk, like in the world of in this era in which the world of software development is constant flex, so the ability to keep everyone connected and communicating face to face is critical. Breakdown in communication, if I would say, it will be the breakdown in software, and breakdown in software, I would say the breakdown in business. So business is connected, business in today's era where everybody is working from home due to the COVID-19. Every business needs software, and software, for developing every software, we need a good communication between the team, between the people, business. So now how I would say the Scrum Master is connected to this communication part. I'm take you through that. So as many companies are moving towards the agile ways of working, they have realized that Scrum Master is a core role which not only help team to increase their productivity but also make them self-organized. And also, Scrum Master is a person who make sure or who make sure that the team will follow the agile practices or agile theory or principle without fail. So this is the basically role of the Scrum Master. Now here the question between the communication and a Scrum Master role, right? So when Scrum Master is talking to everyone, Scrum Master is a person who will bring everyone round the table so that they can communicate each other. Suppose people are not available face to face, he or she make sure, Scrum Master make sure that they can connect it via the different tools like Zoom, Team, or any tools which is provided by the organization, and people make sure that they can keep their video on for some time so that everyone know each other face to face, at least via some virtual sessions. So this is where the Scrum Master plays the important role, because in agile, if I would say agile principle also says the coordination and coordination between the team is one of the agile principle which need to be applied by the Scrum Master in a team. So this is how Scrum Master role is connected to the communication. So that is the reason scrum master is a person who keep communication going between the different team across the globe, and help with the help of this team productivity will increase, and they also become the self organized. So basically, Scrum Master teach them the discipline. Scrum Master is a kind of a coach. He or she is a coach to, like, if we play a game, coach will teach us the rules, principles of playing the game, and he encourages us to play based on the set of principle and rules, so that everybody would be in discipline. So that is what the Scrum Master do. So I will not get into much about the Scrum Master roles and responsibility, because I'm not here to teach about this. There are many places where you can go and check. I will showcase those places as well, those YouTube videos, or where you can see all those details. But my main motto of this video is to showcase how to do the CSM certificate. This particular video agenda is only about the CSM certification. So before getting into the CSM certification, I will talk about the required skills and experience. If you are having this required skills and experience, then your Scrum Master certification will benefit you a most and help you get the high paying job as well. You should have an experience in playing the Scrum Master role for at least 1 year for a software development team that was diligently applying Scrum principle, practice, and theory, and it may adjust based on your necessity, team requirement, or the organization requirement. So you should have at least 1 year of experience of as a scrum master, playing as a scrum master. You could be the developer who is playing the role of scrum master, or you could be the scrum master itself. You join as a scrum master itself in the organization. You should have a good skill and knowledge of servant leadership, facilitation. You should have a good knowledge on servant leadership, facilitation, situational awareness, conflict resolution, continual improvement, empowerment, and increased transparency. So these are the keyword I would say which is very much required to become a successful Scrum Master. Servant leadership, facilitation, situational awareness, conflict resolution. So these all keywords help you to make it successful and must have skills. And another important and must have skill is knowledge of various well documented pattern and techniques for filling intentional gap left in the scrum. So if you are aware of various pattern and techniques which we use in the scrum approach, then it will help you to fill the intentional gap left in the by applying this scrum approaches. So there are a lot of gaps while we are applying the scrum framework in the team. Due to that, everybody is new and they're trying to learn and the scrum approaches from the base, from the scratch. I would say. So those techniques are called burn down technology techniques are there. Very retrospective formats are there who can help you out to fill up this intentional gap. Now, next one I talk about the preferred skills. So what are the preferred? Any of this skill would be there, then it would be a plus point to get the high salary. Like I have already talked about, if you have the if you have experience in playing the master role for at least 2 year for software development team that was it diligently applying scrum principle, practice, and theory, then it would be a plus point. If you don't have to, at least 1 year experience is required as a playing as a scrum master role, which benefit you get high salary. Next preferred one is knowledge of agile approaches. If you have knowledge of agile approaches like XP, Kanban, Crystal, FTD, then it would be the added advantage apart from the scrum. Another important thing is there are various agile techniques. If you have knowledge on those techniques, like how to develop or create the user stories, or I would say I will talk about this user story more in brief, or I will show you the source from where you get those details. But like how to create good user stories. Okay, what are the acceptance criteria for creating the good user stories? So those kind of techniques to create the good user stories. So those kind of knowledge if you have, that would be your added point. Apart from that, if you have a knowledge of ATT, TDD, continuous integration, continuous testing, pairing, automated testing, or agile games, then this, if you know any of this technique, then that would be the added advantage. It is not an compulsory or mandatory, but if you have, it would be good for your if it would be good in terms of your career growth or a salary growth. Next one is like the last one is applicable knowledge of technology used by team. So as a Scrum Master, you may or might work on multiple teams. So it's not necessary to know the technology of the team you are working for. But if you have a knowledge, that would be easy to resolve their impediment, and it would be helpful to understand the team thoroughly. You are able to understand what team is exactly doing. So it is not compulsory, but if you have, that would be good. This I'm talking about the this skill. This should not be required must, but if you have, then it's well and good. Last and very important is excellent communication skill and mentoring skill. So communication skill, I told you in the above, if you have a good communication skill, then you will able to design good software, you can able to get good business for your organization. But if your communication is break, your software will break, your business will break. So that is a must have skill, so that you can able to communicate well to your people, your team, and as well as business. Next is the mentoring skill. I told you, right? Scrum Master is a coach, like he or she is a coach, like we have in the games, who teach the team to play the game, right? So Scrum Master is a coach who teach the team to play the game of software development. So these are the must have skill. So I'm not going to take you in brief this, because I will in my next video I will take you the source where you can get the details of this all required skills and experiences. Now I will take you through the main thing for which this particular video is created. So for now I will talk about the cost of Scrum Master certification, that is a CSM, for which this particular video is created. CSM training and certification can cost you between $500 to $2,000, and this cost will include the exam cost as well. After completing the CSM exam, you will get the CSM certification. You will call as a certified Scrum Master, and that certification will expire in every 2 years. So you have to recertify that certification after every 2 years, and the fees to recertification is $100. $100, sorry, not rupees, $100. So in addition to this fees, you have also earned the 20 SU. What is SU? Everybody have that question. So SU is nothing, Scrum Education Unit. So there are many ways to earn this SUs, that is Scrum Education Unit, and those ways are free ways. So in my upcoming videos, I will show you the free ways to get the SUs. Now, what CSM certification will emphasize on? So CSM certification will emphasize having a Scrum Master demonstrate their knowledge and mastery of Scrum principle and practical application via rigorous exam. So after having the 2 days of training, it's a very in-depth training. They will not only teach you the principle, but they will also demonstrate you the patterns, technique to become a successful Scrum Masters. What are the techniques and patterns you can use to become a successful Scrum Master? And it will also provide you the kind of practical knowledge. If you are completely new, you will gain at least 6 months of knowledge after completing this certification. If you are completely new to the I would say CSM, agile world. But if you are completely new to the software development world, then that is a different scenario. For that, you have to go through at least the basic of SDLC, software development life cycle, or software development processes, and then you can go for the CSM certification. Another thing is, it is important to note that Scrum Master training is distinct from the Scrum Master exam. So these are the two part in CSM. If I would say, in CSM certification,